Let's talk about how you can save time using Bookfunnel. Hi, I'm Jim Heskett, aka the Juggling Author, and one of the main problems that independent authors face is sideloading. Let me explain. Now, of course, you have an email list, right? And you're also offering people free books when they join your email list, right? If you're not, you definitely should be doing that. Now, when somebody goes onto Amazon and buys a book, it just magically appears on their Kindle. Same thing with all the other retailers, whether they have a Nook or a Kobo Glow. The person buys the book from that retailer, it just magically appears on their Kindle or their whatever their device is. People are used to this. People expect this. But when you are giving out books yourself, what I used to do was that people would join my list. I would tell them I was going to give them a free book. Then I would either email it to them or I would host it on Dropbox and ask them to download it. And then I had instructions on my website for here's how you sideload it onto your device. This is a terrible, terrible use of time because sideloading is hard. Now, people aren't dumb, but people don't want to take the time to figure out how to sideload. You might have some small percentage of your readership who are techie and are able to easily figure it out. And then once they figure it out, it's not a big deal. But the vast majority of people have no idea how they're going to get that Mobi file from their email onto their Kindle. They don't even know how to connect it to their computer. So it's really important. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, if it's that hard, then I don't know if I want that person as a reader if they're not willing to go to that extra effort. But that is a poor attitude to have. The right attitude to have is you want to do absolutely everything you can to make it as easy as possible for people to get your book. Now, companies like Amazon and online businesses, they spend millions of dollars to figure out how to reduce one click from the process of buying, because reducing a process from 5 clicks to 4 clicks can so significantly increase their profits that it's worth it, because it's that important to make it easy. So here's what I did. Now, the problem is, the reason why it takes up so much time is that I would end up having to answer emails every day from people who were saying, how do I get this book? I tried to follow your instructions and it didn't work. And that is a problem because for me as a juggling author, time is money. Every time that I was having to respond to one of those people to say, hey, I'm sorry you're having trouble getting the book. Here's a link to my website where I have instructions. Or if they were already after that and they said, I read your instructions and I don't get it, then I would have to say, tell me what kind of reader you have. And then I would have to write out something specific for them, giving them step-by-step instructions. And a lot of times there were people who would say, this is too hard, and I just either wouldn't hear from them again, and they would unsubscribe from my list, or they would send me an email saying, forget it. And, that was potentially a lifelong reader that I lost because I didn't make it easier for them. So you have to make it as easy as possible, and it's worth it. Now, what is worth it? I'm talking today about Bookfunnel. And I'm not an affiliate of theirs. I'm not making any money from this. I just wholeheartedly believe in their service. It's B-O-O-K, funnel, F-U-N-N-E-L-L, funnel, 2 L's, I think, .com. If you just Google Bookfunnel, I'm sure it'll come up first because everybody uses it now. And if you're not using it, if you're still manually sending out books to people, maybe because your list is small, think big. It's time to think about your list exploding, because if you're doing this author game right and you're doing things like giveaways and doing things like newsletter swaps, your list is going to get big and you'll be in a position where you're going to be adding hundreds of people at a time, whether through a swap or whether through just a burst in traffic because of something. And do you really want to spend a few hours answering those emails and losing readers? No. Bookfunnel makes it super easy because they've got this sideloading gig figured out. And what's even better is that if people still have trouble, Bookfunnel helps them. I do still get the occasional email from somebody saying, I tried this Bookfunnel thing and I couldn't get the book onto my device. And then what I do is I just reply to that person and I CC Bookfunnel support, and then Bookfunnel takes care of it for me. That's what I pay them for. Because remember, time is money. Always be looking for ways to streamline, to make yourself more efficient, to save time, even if it costs a little money. It's an investment in you. It's an investment in saving time. All right? Take care.